What was that?
Which one's your favorite? Out of all the villains you voiced over, which one's your favorite and why?
Well, if I do it as Starscream, it has to be Starscream. Who else would he give credit to? He doesn't even give credit to his Lord and Master.
Buenas, Steve, from Spain. Just wanted to say, as an excellent voice actor, I really appreciate your time. What I really wanted to ask you was, outside of being a terrific voice actor, what other types of roles have you thought of doing, like directing, animation, anything like that?
I don't really care to do anything else. I directed one thing a long time ago. I don't even remember what it was called. It was a live action thing where it was such a low budget when my friends asked me to come in and help them out with this thing. And it was this female superhero, and I had to do all the male voices. I brought in two of my friends to do it, Bridget Hoffman and Leah Sargent came in to help me with this show, and they did all the female voices in the thing. It was a martial arts type film. And we couldn't get paid for the thing. And it was brutal because we had to write the script on the fly. It was such a terrible directing experience. I feel guilty about not getting them paid their full rate to this day, and that was like 10 years ago. It was so painful for me that I just didn't want to do it again. It kind of jaded me towards the whole directing experience. I didn't want to be on that side of it. And as far as on camera acting, I had kind of a bad taste of that too. I didn't like the audition process. I think it's kind of mean. And I think it's rough on people when they're getting in the business to be judged by how you look rather than what you can do. So I'm very happy to be a voice monkey. I have more of a face for radio anyway, so I'm really okay with that. I'm really okay with that. And I do like the anonymity that goes with being a voice actor. I mean, here you guys know what I look like, but when I go home, nobody has any idea who I am. I can walk the streets, I can have a normal life. So I really like that. And I don't make the big money like the big celebrities do, but I make enough to have a comfortable living, and that's all I could ask for. So, and
I was just wondering, what is a question that you've never been asked but always wanted to be asked?
No, Frank already asked that one. Nothing, commando, baby. I haven't been asked that question, but thank you for bringing that to the table. Maybe over or under with the toilet paper question? I don't think I've ever been asked that. Over.
Hi, Steve. My question for you is, how was, when you play at Blum in Mass Effect 2, how much fun did you have playing as him?
It's fun to be a Krogan. That was a really interesting role for me. There was so much explanation necessary for me to do that character because the script was gigantic and I had no idea what was going on. But for me to fully understand the character, I relied very heavily on my director, J.D. McSwain, to explain how much of a new entity he was in the world, coming from a test tube and having to learn about everything, I mean, basically. So it was a very interesting experience to embody this gigantic hulk of a beast with killing instinct that had really the sensibilities of like a child. And he sort of grew up in the course of the game, I guess. And so it was interesting to mix those elements together, and hopefully it played out like that. Yeah, but it was really fun. That was really fun game to work on. Thank you.
Hello, Steve.
Hello.
I was just wondering if you could tell a couple jokes that I've written down.
No.
You guys see these things flying around the web?
Oh God.
mean, have you ever seen his old girlfriend? She is the size of the moon. I didn't write these. Okay? I'm not accepting blame for this. A lot of people have been asking me why I'm pushing this equalist thing so hard. And I tell them, a man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. A vote. That was awful.
Hi, Steve.
Hi.
I wanted to ask, with all these people here, like, we're here pretty much worshiping you on Sunday.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm still worshiping you.
What keeps you humble and, like, what keeps you such a cool guy with everything that goes on for you?
I have people around me that love me and know that I fart and burp. And my girl, my partner, Trina, was here yesterday, and I was saying that she's the one who really keeps me grounded because she sees me in my day-to-day when I'm stressing and doing all the normal things that everybody does in their normal life. So when I come home from here with my big fat ego, she'll say, "Great, welcome home, now clean up the dog crap in the bathroom." And it kind of shrinks all at once, and puckers up, and I come back to normal. But I think that's really important for anybody who does anything in media, whether it's music or film or anything in media, where you start to get some level of fame, that you surround yourself with people who love you and know you for who you are and who you were before all of this happened. And that really helps me to keep grounded. And I have my son Jeremy is here with me, and Jared, stand up, Jared. Jeremy has been here with me. He's got a cold. He's been busting his butt here with me through this whole convention and talking to you guys and being my support system. And without my family here with me, I might go to the other side. I might go to the dark side. And so they keep me real, and I really appreciate that. So thanks, Jared. You're awesome, dude.